Wow. Someone get this cream pie its own guest appearance on an OF account. Scratch that. This girl's a star. She needs her own fan page. The other day, I bought a frozen coconut cream pie with a nostalgic memory of this delicious, creamy, coconutty treat. Instead, I left with a few hundred extra calories in my day count and the bland taste of regret. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. Let me show you how I made my cheat day worthy coconut cream pie with graham cracker crust. As a first step, I'm gonna toast all the shredded coconut I need for this recipe. I need 1/3 for the crust, 1/3 for the topping, and 1 cup for the custard. I toasted these at 325 degrees for 7 minutes. In my case, I didn't stir these up, but it's highly recommended that you do to get an even toasting and no burnt bits. Keep an eye on this, it tends to burn pretty easily. Let's start working on that pie crust. You need 9 graham crackers. Some people like to break these down in a Ziploc bag. I will skip the side of microplastics and blend this up in my food processor. But you do you and don't let anyone judge your choices. I blend these up to a nice sandy mix and add them to my mixing bowl. To that, I add 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1/3 of a cup of my toasted shredded coconuts. Mix, mix, mix until well combined. I'm using a springform pan. I know this isn't traditional, but work with me. Line the bottom of a 9-inch springform pan with parchment paper. This is just so it comes out very easily. Add in your mix and press it in really well, bringing it up to the edges. Of course, you can use a traditional pie dish. I just think it looks a little more special this way. Preheat your oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit and bake your crust for about 7 to 10 minutes. Keep a very close eye on it. As soon as it gets a nice golden brown color, you can take it out of the oven. Set that aside and let that cool. Now for the filling. A big shout out to Sally's Baking Edition for the inspiration for this recipe, with 4 large egg yolks and 1/4 cup of cornstarch or 30 grams. Set that aside. In a medium saucepan, combine 1 can of full-fat coconut milk and 1 cup of half and half. I think you could get away with just using milk if you don't have half and half, because the cornstarch is doing all the heavy lifting as far as the thickening agent here. So if that's all you have, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Add 2/3 of a cup of granulated or cane sugar, that's 130 grams, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Put that over medium heat, and once that's hot, temper your egg yolk mixture. You want to drizzle a little at a time and mix really quickly. We don't want our eggs to turn into an omelet. I mix in about a cup of my hot milk into my egg yolk mixture, and then pour the entire egg yolk mixture back into my milk mixture and stir that up for about 1.5 to 2 minutes until this thing thickens and gets to a nice rich consistency. We're basically making a custard or pudding mix. Remove this from the heat and add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and stir that in. Add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste or just regular vanilla if that's all you have, and 1 cup of toasted shredded coconuts. Pour the warm filling to the cooled pie crust. Cover with plastic and refrigerate for 3 hours. I make sure that the plastic is touching the custard. That way I don't get a skin forming. We're gonna top this with some delicious whipped cream. For the whipped cream, take 1.5 cups of cold heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and blend this until it's nice and fluffy. I'm going fancy here and I'm putting this in a piping bag, but really you could just slather this on top and enjoy. really nice and creamy, not too sweet. That vanilla paste really makes all the difference. This whipped cream tastes so good. And you know, it's not overly coconutty. So even if you're not into coconut, you may still like this. And the graham cracker crust, not traditional for coconut cream pie, but holy smokes, it's the only way to make it. Leftovers are good for a few days if you have any left. Hope you get to make this and wishing you a life full of cream pies. See you in the next one. I was gonna do just a taste test, but I'm gonna end up finishing this whole pie.